Smoin Bachazeret al Koronoi, Befosko, Batroinene, Me'etzba Kitano von Oida Mazet, Rabbeinu Lakon. So he felt that his child was also someone who did not benefit from this work. But she understood it differently, because Rabbeinu HaKodesh might listen to this one. He might not have been there in Oida Mazet as Bektano, but he had the pastor's salary, he had the bank account. Pardon me saying it in that language, correctly. Rabbeinu HaKodesh was not a rich man. If you know you have from where to take, it's easier to be able to bear the Roinan and Oida Mazet. But they did not have to. So she felt that she could not finish what was missing in Oida Mazet. So I have this, I want to tell you the following thing. The one who learns Teure mitoich HaTchak has a moireniges Chak. And there's a famous Rashash in Yevonis, perhaps some of the heard of this, was probably that he didn't know Pshat in a certain Toisus, and the Netziv came along. The Netziv, the Rosh Yeshiva Malach, the Godel Ador, and he explained in the Toisus with a little Hagor. And the Rashash commented on it, it's not written in the Rashash, but they don't give it the bell. The Rashash commented that why was he Zoiche to understand the Toisus and the Rashash was not able to understand? But the Netziv of Kelem Teure b'Teich HaTchak, the Rashash given a great solution, the banker, the rich man, the Rashash, it's Yodua. And the Koyach and Teure b'Teich HaTchak for the Netziv, therefore he was able to understand. So let's go back to this Adam we spoke about. This Adam, this young man, was able to make a comfortable community. Beyond Eshes Chaf is Teure b'Teich HaTchak. Where are you going to get it? Hashem. That's to be forward whenever he needs. He takes his vacation with his in-law, in summer, goes up to Switzerland somewhere. I have a lot to say about these things. I'm not going to get into details. I'm going to make a fool of myself. Baruch Hashem, I know this world quite well during my career, so I know what I'm talking about. So this fellow does not have the Teure b'Teich HaTchak. I want to ask you a question. Who's more successful? Who's more successful? Who's going to get a more bountiful share in Olam Haba, which is the Tachlis or Odom Boilamoi? Can we say the other one is more successful? It's what's the not his fault that he has someone to support him. Why, we wait doch ständig auf den. So what is he going to do with the Teich HaTchak? So I gave an answer. I don't know if I'm right to the full, but I think it's not a bad idea. The idea is, you see to support them. You support those who learn the Teich HaTchak. Zela Chochma and Zela Kosef. Socha mit Wurm. Und after you support those that learn the Teich HaTchak, you might even have a share in his Teich HaTchak. Nicht nur in der Etzem Alimut, you might even have a share in his Teich HaTchak if you support him. Of course, that's the only age. I have other things to say concerning the Shogobim, but I won't tell you my whole calendar, yearly calendar. Ernste Werte, die Sachen. So that's the way you have it started. But let's go back to what I said before. Who understands the plight of our poor brethren? Hashem Yishmareinu, those people who really don't have anything to their name. Who understands that plight? Die Gebirin. Lebt doch in seiner Welt. In his comfortable in einem haseligen world. What does he understand about the plight and the problemen von einer Teure oder von einer armen Mensch in Jerusalem? For Hashem, we have bad stock, I'm not saying. But when you say that over, Dafke people who are in the same boat almost. They might have a little bit more. Their level is a bit higher. The level of living of an Imrashtik was fine. But more than once, even though it's become a little bit more, also find he doesn't get paid in time. The Rosh HaKodesh is working very hard to raise the funds, and with all the problems coming up, it's very, very difficult today. But Chazal told us, that the Ikvis in the Mashiach is going to be a great chak, especially for the Israel. So that's one of the chomer we have, a little consolation, a little comfort that we're nearing Mashiach's time. There's a great chak in the Olam HaTorah today. But generally speaking, we all know, Ad Yerushalayim has its fair share of poor people. Very many of them. Who sits in the Yirah Kodesh, but never they don't have nothing to their name, and large families as well. And as I said before, it's only us B'nai Torah, who we are almost in the same boat, that we understand that right fully. So it's a portion to Zach that we come together. That's going to be a time. Others are more affordable, less affordable. We understand. And it's hard. I know it's hard to take another little bit off the meager income that the Torah have today. But who can compare himself to Kalus? Who can compare himself to the chesed and the tzedakah that we inherited from our other Sakdoshim, from Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov? No one can compare it. Boim, the Choizrim, and Boim, the Noistim. We are constantly giving, even under the great duress and under the great difficult circumstances we live in. And yet we are prepared to help. It's always possible. Great chasodim going on everywhere. And how important it is that a Yid should understand and feel the tzar that our zweiten Yid, to the point that he's prepared even to be Moshe Nefesh himself, to be matzil a person from tzar, any type of tzar, whether it's financial or other type of help a person will help. Chazal sagen that Mashiach is going to come when he get together and they want to be going chesed one with another. So it's a double portion that this is the world we're living in. I can't forget many years ago in Antwerp, you had to raise funds, raise money. There was a war going on in Eretz Yisrael, and there was a lot of help needed. And they made money amongst the Jewish community, the Heimische community, not even the non-Heimish as well. And a great sum came out. At the same time, there was an Indian community in Antwerp, very rich people. They had taken over the whole business there at times, but they were very rich people. And they had to also raise funds because there was a monsoon in India. And many people were left homeless. 10,000 people. I don't think they all made together what one Dvir gave them. One Dvir gave more than what all of them put together. So how are we going to compare the Yisrael to Klal Yisrael? I always say, with all the tightness, there are a lot of things that should be better in Klal Yisrael and Purim. I want to tell you one thing. I think the Rebbeinu Yisrael made a good choice with us. No Ummah we have had. This nation as we are, Klal Yisrael, Ad Hayoim Hazeh Ve'ad Bechlal, solche gute Herzen, some good-hearted people we are. And you know, I know from experience already how good people are, and how people are concerned about others. So this is it, Rabbi Yisrael. And as we heard from the Rav, it's Chaposhet and Zach, it's like that. This is a real Aniyah Ircha with all the miles of Aniyahs.
Ich mag es in seiner Weise, der ist von dir, was morgen gehört hat, und ich schiebe, wenn uns nach Engel, nicht den ganzen Euren, ich wende uns nach Engel, noch die große, trägt von der Sophia, den Engel, zu verstanden, was ich sage. Das kann nicht noch sein, ein Punkt klar, aber verstanden wir jetzt in Geld. Das ist doch das Beste. Wir hatten so ich kenne das die Sprache, was der Heuler mit Geld sehen, aber mehr den Sprache von Geld, was der Geld reden. Wenn wir jetzt in Geld, das ist nicht nur Krieg. Das ist Money ist das auf Englisch, ja, Money. Und ich hoffe, dass wir uns verstehen, dass wir ein bisschen besser kommen, so uns verstehen, dass wir ein bisschen lieber setzen. Sag morgen bei Waffe. Morgen dort und sagte, Oma Robe, ein Liste ist völlig gute, sei es so verdienen. Das schmeckt aber noch so. Mein Ziel, der Timpotik war Judas, Doko, Kassilion, Leumardoch, Sirion, ist ein Panzer, was wir recht Panzer, Sirion ist ein Panzer, was wir dann kennen auf dem Schiff, Chitzim und Listerol. Leumardoch, nach Sirion, der kommt Klippo mit Parade zu Sirion Dodoi. Sie kennen dann, dass Sirion, als Leder noch, das Leder die Haut, in der Alten Verantwortung gefunden. Er der Syrien und Verbrecher, aber was größer der Syrien ist mehr Geschichte, ist mehr sicher, dass die geht gar nicht geschehen. Ist nach Syrien und der Klippe mit der Rebbe des Syrien Gottes, als dort geht auf Brüder und mit der Rebbe des Herrn Gottes. Dieselbe Sache ist jeder Brüder und Brüder mit der Rebbe des Herrn Gottes. Als Chanina Omer Meoche, als Chanina sagt der andere Posti, und gebegget Idim Kofi Kyoteinu. Also steht im Posti, Ma beget ze kol nime ve nime, מצטרפת לבגד גודל, המשדוקת או פרוטה מצטרפת לחלק גודל. במילאם בגימורה, סתם מבשתים בוסיתו דמחלקת, ומולה רב חנינה. מלוויסים נסח מול בגימורה, שפק בגימורה פבוס, גיל דר המורה נשלרנל, וילם המורה. בוס ישלח שביט רושה, פבוס מוזה אונקו מצענד רושה. בוס רב חנינה נשקיפנו, Mulles Brasch, was er genug sagen, ein anderes Brasch, von dem Heilig von Beget, und was ist ungewöhnlich nicht gut, die große von Abhaline. Und er wollte gefragt, bin ich doch immer Leke von Unheil Abhaline. Mir redet wenn ich zwei mit Ziefen. Mir redet wegen dem Neuesten und mir redet wegen dem Kabel. Schirion ist ein Panzer. Syrien ist aber Schitzer. Doke ist was Schitz von alle schlechte Sachen. Wir kommen nicht noch so um die Chazal. Die Chazal in ein paar Plätze und in alle Zonen steht da, Doke ist eine Sache mit was Schitz. Es war ein Chochma Schleime in Ilches Jonte von Rav Shlomo Kluger.
Die Leute sagen, ich tue die Wohnruhe. Die Deutschen haben noch ein Pferd bei Nachmittag. Der Leute haben noch keine Stände gegeben. Mit der Teuche sein, mit Kadem sein, die Gula, mit dem Heber, wie auch nicht wollen.
Malka, I don't remember what the name, it was an extensive list at the bottom of things at the time. And as Schuster told me, that you know you're invited, you read the sign, which means it's probably at the bottom. So, thank you to all those people. Special thank you to Malka, involved in the since its inception. Very involved in making sure everyone was done, people who were done this, done properly, continuously involved in all of those schools. I would say more of what the spread of the so I decided not to. A special thank you to Rabbi Kunstler and Rabbi Schuster who have taken this idea of the English-speaking Olam, the Sanhedria / Ramat Eshkol area, have really done a tremendous amount of work, put a tremendous amount of effort in order to make this this one Malka, but in essence, the entire concept of Kupat and the real child is, when I was asked to see this beautiful function, I was trying to think to myself why exactly I was chosen to do this MC. The number one answer that came to my mind is that everybody else said no, and everybody else here is here longer than me, so they had probably longer than a lot of people. So they were, not stupid enough to get involved with this. But the mindset, they say, I said, is this supposed to be a fundraiser?
And quite obviously, this is something reminds me of the story that somebody told me recently. There was somebody in Bnei Brak that his child swallowed a corn. He went running to the Sanhedria. He told the Sanhedria, he said, "Listen, my son, he swallowed a corn, please. I need." The Sanhedria looked at me like, "Swallowed a corn, it was for me. It was built for me." So he said, "No, if the Rav is the bracha, then it's going to come out." So he told him, he said, "You know what? Go to the front of the Torah, because he knows very well how to get it."
Do me a favor, go up. No, do me a favor, go sit in the front.
So I am not the front of the Torah, so I'm not going to do the fundraising. But I was asked to bring everybody's attention. Today, the reason why we're here tonight is the and I was thinking, why is this something, why do we need this specifically? Well, it seems very clear, as I mentioned before, that the only people who are invited are the people who read the signs. So it seems that we're actually really focusing on the English-speaking people. The question is, why is that? What's so special about it? So I was thinking to myself, I think I might be the answer also another text, another possible text as to why I would ask, even though I'm relatively new space here. And that is that there's a mitzvah of a tzibur, of a kehillah. And I think that many of us, although everybody's comfortable here in Eretz Yisrael, people have a place to live, people are studying and learning, and they have instructors, but as we know, the Gemara says that everybody has a special chavivus to the place that he was born, and everybody feels a little bit of a connection. And sometimes, what happens is that even though a person can be comfortable on many, many levels, but when it comes down to the Maisa, everybody knows that feeling when they go home, and they walk into their parents' house, and they walk back into their old bedroom, and they go to the store, and everything is just like sort of smooth. It's very, very comfortable. Over here, when you walk into my Makolet, so sometimes it can be difficult getting to the things that you need to, and I'm not talking about our particular Makolet, I'm talking about anyone in general, but it's difficult. Sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable. Some people don't have this problem, but there's always some level, there's always a level of, do I belong here or do I not? And I think that the reason why they made this Malka for the English-speaking people is because they recognize that there's this Nakuda, where are we? Are we really part of it or not? And by making the Malka and bringing everybody together, the point was to say is that everybody is here as part of the Kehillah, as part of the Tzibur. And what makes a Tzibur, what makes a Kehillah, it's very interesting. The Rambam in Hilchos Sanhedria, when he talks about the concept of a Kupat, the Rambam says, it doesn't have no such thing. On your head, the Rambam is saying, if you want to know what defines a little bit, take it the other way, but what defines is that we're a tzibur, that there's a Kupat. That means that there's a level of achrayus, of understanding that being part of something is that I'm taking on achrayus. It's not just me alone. You have many, many people doing a lot of the same things in one area, and yet at the same time, it doesn't make them into a tzibur. Everybody could be learning, everybody could be studying, everybody could be oisig dveikus and all different types of avodah. But that does not make a tzibur, does not make a kehillah. When people get together, a unified approach, and they make a system, that what they want to do is take achrayus and recognize that they're part of something, and that them living here and being in this place makes it that they're shaykh to it, and being shaykh to it means that you have to help and acknowledge what's going on. Then a person recognizes that becomes a tzibur, that becomes a kehillah. Just a brief history of the Kupat before I sit down. 15 years ago, the Meradas Zatzal, the Yankel Bloy, started the Kupat because he saw a need that needed to be filled that was specifically for our schools. That means that in this neighborhood there were many people who needed things, and instead of it being very haphazard, he decided he wanted to be something that's very, very clearly defined in how it's done. And he pushed it very, very much. And the Kupat has been run that way. After he was after, you know, the Mergasa he stepped up on many levels to try to continue the avodah of his father's town. And it's been very noticeable that regarding the Kupat, there has been a tremendous push over the past year to get people involved. It's become much more of the Kusam. There are signs, there are pushkas, there are school lists, there's other things that make a Kupat here. But it's very clear that it's something that's very close to the Meridas, which is large and it's pushing very much. So without further ado, I'd like to tremendous coverage and to President Kupat.